This is chapter 5.4, finding probabilities for x and x bar, and we're going to do x first, and then we'll do x bar. So an education finance corporation claims that the average credit card debts carried by undergraduates are normally distributed with a mean of $3,173 and a standard deviation of $1,120. What is the probability that a randomly selected undergraduate who is a credit card holder has a credit card debt less than $2,700? So we're going to go back to the distribution menu and use the normal cumulative, and we'll need a lower bound, an upper bound, a mean, and a standard deviation, which we have in the problem. So here's what we're going to use for the lower bound. I always use negative 10,000. My upper bound will be the amount of credit card debt. I want to make sure it's less than that. Then here's the mean and the standard deviations. Let's go to the calculator, and I'm going to clear that because I had done it, but I want to make sure you see how I do this. And my choice is the second one, normal cumulative, and I'm going to type in negative 10,000, and I'm going to type in 2,700. I'm going to type in 3,173 and 1,120. And I'm going to press enter, and there's your answer. So probably it'll ask you to round off to 4 numbers behind the decimal or 3 numbers behind the decimal. Make sure you round it off correctly. Then we're going to go to the next one, and this is going to be for x bar, and we need to have the mean because I'm told that I want 25 undergraduates who are credit card holders. What is the probability that their mean credit card balance is less than $2,700? So see here it says mean. That's the difference between this question and this question. So that tells me I'm going to need the standard error. So the lower bound, the upper bound, and the standard error. And you find the standard error by taking the standard deviation and dividing it by the square root of the number of people that you have in the sample that you selected. So this is what we're going to type into the calculator this time, and I want to show you a little trick here. When you have this already in, if you'll press second enter, it will retype exactly what you had, and all I need to do is back up, change that to divided by, then second square root, here's where you'll find that, and put the 25 in because that was my sample, close that parentheses, then close this beginning parentheses, and press enter, and there's your answer. There's a very small percentage. So there's about 34%, the probability is about 0.34 of people who have less than a $2,700 credit card that are undergraduate students, and here there's a very small percentage in this 25 people. About 2% would have, or the probability of 0.02 would have that lower credit card debt.